I think horses, like humans, cannot learn when we are in a state of fight or flight. A lot of times, the things that we see where people like throw a saddle on and let the horse buck and go wild and then they give up, what's really happening there is that the horse is going all the way through fight or flight into a state of learned helplessness, and the horse is completely giving up. And while this does sometimes create a quiet horse, it's kind of sometimes a little bit of a false quietness because the horse is just learning how to tune out and ignore scary things instead of actually learning how to be calm and relaxed in the face of scary things. And so what I do is a little bit different, and it definitely does not make for as good of content, but I think it's really important. And it's the idea that instead of pushing our horse all the way to fight or flight, we just introduce a new or maybe slightly scary thing, and we hold the same amount of pressure until the horse relaxes or shows some sense of curiosity. For this particular horse, when I first brought out the saddle, she doesn't tend to spook in a big loud way, but I could tell that she was starting to feel nervous or apprehensive because her eye got pretty stiff. And I think she's about to roll right next to me, which is a huge compliment. She is. Her eye got pretty stiff and she just kind of rocked back a little bit. And I think that is her little way of saying that she was nervous before the fight or flight. And so what I do is I just hold the same amount of pressure until she rocks back forward and her eye softens. And then I remove the pressure. And I know that this is working when I bring out the saddle the day after we already worked on this, and she's actually excited to see it instead of nervous because she knows that it's going to be a new fun way to connect and learn and play this new kind of game. And what we're really doing is teaching her lifelong skills for how to work through scary things, because scary things will come up, and a lot of times we can't control when or where or how they arrive. But if we can give our horses the skills to actually know how to do being exposed to new and surprising scary things, really cool things can happen. And this is also really important to do for ourselves as humans. And if you need help learning how to work through scary things for yourself, I also am working on a resource for that. Very exciting. There's a ton of information about it at the link in my bio.